Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Aussie Veteran. How are you all going out there today? Eh? I've widened the screen. My head looks fat as. I weigh 80 kilo for Christ's sake. Anyway, I've had a really busy week. The girls' dance was fantastic. It was amazing. It was so cute and adorable. And my little girls, all four of them, oh man. I was, I don't care. I'm out in public. I'm fully tattooed up. I've got 150 blokes behind me. I don't give a shit. I just, I love you, and the audience was like, shit. It was cracking me up because I do. I love them. What are you going to do? They're the reason I'm living. Can't you see? What, everybody should be on their feet applauding their own children, to me. But it didn't happen. My whole family, we were all like, the women were crying. My beautiful daughter was crying because all our children all did the complete dancing. Normally, well, two times, they stood there like that, looking around at all these people in an auditorium. But this time we didn't know what to really expect. But they began dancing, and because they're growing older, they're 3 years older now when they first started, they just got right into it, and they started dancing straight out. And I was like, what's going on? This is brilliant. And I'm up with my arms in the air like this, cheering them on. My daughter was crying. The son-in-law's mother was crying at little Eva. And my mum was crying. She was not crying, just tears of joy just watching them. And all these kids. And it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. I'm really looking forward to the video because they take videos and all that. It's like anywhere now. You don't take pictures of. Although you'd like to be in a society where people actually do trust one another, and you'd be able to like film your child doing something special in front of a lot of people, but you're not allowed to do that anymore. And I get the reasons why, because there is some wackos out there, that all don't want to go down there. Right? And I get that. And I don't want anybody filming my kids neither. So, and that's just, isn't that sad that we've become a society like that? But, I don't, it's terrible. It's horrible. But I get it. We've got to protect our kids, man. And for me, the only reason I'm alive is for my kids and my daughter. That's the only reason. Otherwise, I would have killed myself years ago. And that's no bullshitting. I'm not here to just say, but I would have. I was hurting that much. I was in so much pain. My back and my hips and my knees and I was trying to keep fit and I kept on breaking down, and then I ripped the bloody, it really snapped off the bone, like that groin muscle that AFL players get and rugby league players. What is it? The abductor or something, from the groin down to your knee. That pinged on me when I was doing I was Ramboing it. I was like, I was crunching 40 kilometres an hour. I really wasn't. I was running along at a decent pace. Let's not forget, I'm 50 years old, right? And I've got a lot of injuries, so I've been trying to work through them, and taking different approaches, like running in water, running in knee-deep water, then running on soft sand, running on soft grass, and then, eventually I built up the steam, because your body doesn't forget how to run. Obviously, I used to run in the army every day. You're running 10, some days you're running 10, 15 Ks a day. Just everywhere you go, you run. That's just a matter of fact. But and then you're playing rugby league, or you're playing rugby union, or you just kick the ball in the air and everybody just attacks each other. That's a brilliant game. I don't know what it's called. It's just called smash ball or something. I don't know if they still do it in the military. These days they probably won't allow it. But it'd be good to know if they still throw up like a soccer ball or a footy. Just throw it up in the air, and it's, you got one side, shirts, skins, right? We used to throw the ball in the air, and nobody would stay in position. Everyone was just running. We're using the size of an AFL football field, right? This was up in Darwin. And everyone was just running, and it'd just be a collective smash. And it wasn't really about the ball. It was people being knocked out all over the place. People leaving the field with blood. I mean, I left the field one day where I took an incredible mark. For me, it was special. Hey, let's not forget it was 20 years ago, right? Back in 2003, just before I deployed. And I took this screamer on this one-armed bloke. He wasn't happy about it, right? I was working for signals intelligence and all that kind of stuff, or whatever it is. I can't remember what it's called now. One CSR I was with, right, and then I was seconded to CAV. I don't even know where they are these days. I think they're down in Adelaide, but I'm talking 20 years ago, so it's quite a while. One thing I'll never do on this channel is I'll never give away SF information or any intelligence information that I knew back then. There's just no way that is going to go past my lips. Right? That stuff is it's just national security. You don't do that, right? And people wondered why I was there in the first place. They soon realised that you can't survive. You need somebody that knows what the big wigs know, if that makes sense to anybody out there. But anyway, I loved it. It was good. It was a great crew we had. But let me know if they still play that smash ball. I'm pretending it's called smash ball because I really can't remember. I'm falling down the parachute at the moment, but my parachute hasn't opened properly. So that's a reference to Jono. 3-para. He's a mate of mine over here, and he rides for. Never mind. Anyway, so we got to. I really want to know if that still is being played in the military ranks. Do they still play that? You just throw it up and you're playing soccer, AFL, NRL, and rugby union, and whatever, all at once. It doesn't matter what you do with it, as long as you get it to the other end, kick a goal. That's it. Right? Kick a goal, touchdown a goal, or whatever. Right? It was just the goal line was there. You just run over it, touchdown. If you're a rugby league fan, same as rugby union. If you're AFL, you take a kick. But I was AFL, West Australia. I'd take a kick. But I had a certain mate who loved me. I loved him, and we had a corporal, and we loved him as well. Right? And we had a sergeant. My sergeant was the best sergeant I've ever met in my life. I ended up living with the bloke. Right? Brilliant. Absolutely fucking brilliant. And I was going to work with my sergeant. But I didn't call him that. I called him by his name. And when other troops tried to call him by his name, they just get tore down and shredded to pieces. It's about it's who you are as a person in the military, I think. If they see you giving 100% at everything you do, and then you are fully in the clear and well respected around your peers. But if you're a chitmongerer and you sprain your ankle, oh, I need 2 weeks off, doctor, please. Oh, we had a lot of guys like that. You know, I don't like that. You join the military. You join the military for a reason. You join the military because you want to defend this country. You join the military because you feel patriotic. You join the military because you want to make something of yourself. You want to be a man. You want to see what you can do. You want to challenge yourself. All right? And I actually thought basic training at the age of 30 I went in was easy. I really did. I thought it was easy because I just had I was already grown up, you know what I mean? I was... It spun me out a little bit because the younger kids could run like the wind, but after 2 or 3 Ks, they were gone. And there's me, yeah, steady as she goes, and I travel at one pace the whole way. Every K you do 50 push-ups or 50 sit-ups or whatever, and you can have a drink of water if you whatever, but you got to keep running, right? But it was good because every K you had to get down and do, some push-ups. So you bang out the push-ups as fast as you can and you run on, right, to the next kilometre mark, and then you get a drink and you just run on, and the next kilometre mark you'll be doing sit-ups, so you're getting a whole body workout sort of thing. But just every now and again you'd have those, probably once a week. It was like once a week in our troop, to be honest with you. It was just throw the ball in the air and just go for it. I'd like to know if that still exists in the military. I don't know. But I have got a military song for you today, and I really want to play it for you because we're just about upon Christmas. I know everyone's busy, right? So not a lot of people are going to be worried about this whole donkey veteran trying to help other veterans or help the community in some sort of way. Like putting up the names at the end of my videos. I put up all the main national things that you can ring, right, for the DVA, Veterans Assistance, all that sort of stuff, right? They're the three, there's 9 or 10 main ones. If it's not your specific, like Lifeline, for instance, if you ring Lifeline but you're not really, you're just looking for further assistance but you don't know who to ring, you can ring any one of them and say, listen, mate, I'm on DVA benefits, or I'm a veteran, and my back's done me, man. I don't know where to go to. They'll put you on to someone else, and they'll tell you to go to a doctor, right? You get your white card, right? Bingo, you're getting treatment for nothing, for free. That's what happens here in Australia. Right, but there's a caveat on that, and I'm not going to say it's easy because there's a hard caveat on that. Men are men. So when I come back after the loss of my daughter and the loss of my wife, I lost everything. I lost all control. The mother of my children, when she passed away, I was like, it was like the final straw that broke the camel's back. You know what I mean? I was with another lady afterwards, but that didn't work out for some God knows reason. But it didn't work out, and that's a shame because I really did like her. But I'm not here to talk about relationships. But anyway, but before that was the straw that broke the camel's back. You know what I mean? So all the drugs and alcohol that I was using, I started using a lot more, And I kept telling my daughter, don't end up being like your dad. Do not end up being like your dad. I was just trying to get it through her head every session, I don't want you to end up like me. Look at me, I don't know whether she was disgusted by me or loved me and just felt sorry for me. She didn't know how to help. I don't know. I've never asked her that question. But she does not do drugs. And thank God for that. And she is a bloody good mother. And I'd like to think maybe she doesn't do drugs because she's seen how hard it hit me and what it did to me. And if so, that's a great thing. She's a smart kid. She can think on her own. But it's time for Granddad to be Granddad now. I'm sober. I don't take drugs. I just take my medication as I'm told to take medication. I don't have anything illegal. I don't go buying any illegal crap. I don't go down to the bar every day. Oh, give us a beer. I was had a bit of trouble with that last week, but anyway, not last week. About 3 weeks ago, I was in a bit of a bind with alcohol. You know, I just couldn't stop drinking for some reason. Maybe it was the thought of Christmas coming up, and I was probably dwelling a bit on my daughter and the mother of my children. It still hurts, but since I've been on the ketamine, by the way, if you have PTSD and you have retired from work and you're with a DVA, you can ask your your psychiatrist or a specialist, or get your GP to refer you to somebody. You are able to get ketamine, right? Now, it's not the ketamine that they shoot a horse with and die, all right? It's called esketamine. Now, I believe it's a nasal spray for humans. They've been doing it in America since 2018, and it's, trust me when I say this, about half an hour, 20 minutes after you've snorted you generally get 56 milligrams in the trials. So you go 1, 2 in one spray nasal. Put it down, pick up another one, same thing. 1 nostril, 2 nostrils. And then you sniff it back and it goes down your throat and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ, that tastes like shit. It does. But after the initial, you will go through a little bit of a period where you say to yourself, oh my God, man, I am absolutely smashed off my face. I don't know where I'm going. Oh no, and I feel a bit paranoid. But I didn't. I actually enjoyed the high. It sort of, but it's only a minor high for a small amount of period. What's most important is the next day you get up like, hey. And I think people here on my channel, I think you can tell when I've had my dose, because sometimes I'm a bit down on a different colour or black eyes or something. And then I come back on saying, what's going on, people? Oh, we're going to rock it on tonight. I'm just so talkative. But anyway, I've talked too much, all right? So at the end of the thing, I'm still going to put up my numbers for anyone with mental health conditions, because I truly believe in that. And to any veterans out there, I love yous. And if you're hurting in any way, please just say hello. I will answer you back, all right? And there's heaps of numbers there for anybody that's hurting. Please do not go down the road of nothing matters anymore, like I did and nearly did, because I know personally people that have passed, all right? And it's not nice. It's not nice to find out, and it's very hard on the parents and that. And trust me, I know what it's like as well. I left as a 30-year-old man and I come back and I was totally different. Totally different. I was a different person. You know, whether you're religious or not, we still live in a Western country where you sort of still abide by the old rules of like the 10 Commandments, if you like. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not rape, thou shalt not, adultery or all that kind of stuff. We sort of still live by them 10 commandments. I mean, probably every one of us break them every day, but not the big ones like murder and rape and things like that, unless you're an absolute, But then again, You go to war, there's a lot of murder. That's what it feels like for a while. For some reason, I just felt guilty by association. I did. I've seen a lot, done a lot, but you just feel guilty. I don't know why. I did for so long. But anyway, I've got a song for this, and it's called Soldier of Fortune, and it's by Deep Purple. This song is phenomenal. If you haven't heard of this song, Deep Purple, trust me, you're gonna love it. It's like a bit of a ballad, if you like, sung in I think it was 1972 or something like that. We're looking 50 years ago, so let's get into it. Let's get my mouse working for starters. So I'll shrink myself right down there and the bottom down there, and I'll lift myself up in case there's any CCs. And are you ready? Are you sure? Do you love it? Let's go.
I have often told you stories about the way I lived a life of a drifter, waiting for the day when I take your hand and sing you songs, and maybe you would say, come lay with me and love me, and I would surely stay. But I feel I'm growing older, and the songs that I have sung echo in the distance, like the sound of a wheel going round. Guess I'll always be a soldier of fortune. Times I've been a traveler, I look for something new. Days of old when nights were cold, I wandered without you. Those days I thought my eyes had seen you standing near. Though blindness is confusing, it shows that you're not here. Now I feel I'm growing older, and the songs that I have sung echo in the distance, like the sound of a windmill going round. Guess I'll always be a soldier of fortune. I can hear the sound of a windmill going round. Guess I'll always be a soldier of fortune. Guess I'll always be a soldier of fortune.
Man, I love that song. Let me just build myself up here. If you could feel the love in that song. Many times I've been a traveler, looking for something new. That's when I joined the army and started off my career. And that's why I started off my career, and now I'm buffed as fuck. Yeah, I'm on the cat. It's good for you. Especially got PTSD and all that sort of hard stuff that you battle through. It's very hard, I know. But each person deals with it differently. And it's hard. It is hard. It's really hard. But then again, guys, we know. We definitely know that. Whoa, what happened there? Okay. Move that out of the way. We definitely know, what kind of people we are and where we come from. Right? So, never ever forget on why and who we are. There's one thing I do want to do, is I want to say thank you to every one of you. I love you all very much, and I hope you have a beautiful Christmas. If I'll be here before Christmas, yes, but if I don't hear from you or see you or get any notices from you, I'll know you're busy shopping, and I'll know you're getting ready for your kids and God knows what. And God bless yous, all faiths, all peoples. I love yous all. Have a beautiful time. I'm not a proponent of war. I'm an anti-war, if you like. But I am very, very interested in keeping our veterans, our real veterans, alive. Okay? There's a difference between a veteran that served one day and a veteran that served forever. Or overseas in a war zone, combat zone. If you haven't been in a combat zone, you're not a veteran in my eyes. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. I know Angus Campbell has called everybody everyone a veteran. Doesn't matter where you signed up. I think you've signed up. You are a fantastic person. You are a patriot. You are a beautiful human being, and you will more than likely walk away from the army with a great career ahead of you. But if you do get deployed, please have some things in place when you come home. All right? You need a very supportive family and a very supportive partner. There's a lot of veterans that get divorced when they get home. There's a lot of veterans that get divorced. I don't want to see veterans on the street. They fought for our country. They love our country. They should not be on the street. Never, ever, ever. And that, I mean that with all my heart. All right, I'm going to put up my numbers now, and I will say goodnight, and thank you for listening to me. If I've just spoken a heap of crap, tell me. But if I'm heading in the right direction, please like my stuff, subscribe to my channel, and help me grow. You tell me what I'm doing wrong. If I talk too much, or you just want to listen to music, not interested in what I'm saying, let me know. I'm not going to take offence to it. But if you're going to be a goose about it and you want to start sledging, especially if you live in Western Australia, well, anywhere in the country really, I really wouldn't sledge me. Just saying. Just saying. Don't sledge me, all right? I don't need that, all right? Because then I'll just rock up to your house with about 150 bikes, huh? I love you all. You know I do. And you've been here from the start. Thank you very much. And to those people I read out before, thank you. I am just blown away by guys like Aussie Coop. Thank you very much, mate. And then they get Ellie Coffin, G Jordan. He's a retired US Army Special Forces. He's got a new sub, Charlie Mike. All right, you're out there, brother. I've played some purple for you, brother. You're a good boy, good lad. Aussie Coop. I know where I've been. You know, brother. Yeah, you know. So, new subscriber, Bruce Lyon. Thank you very much, Bruce. Thank you. Elizabeth called. She thanked me. Actually, Elizabeth, thank you very much for that message. I did answer you back. It was a beautiful message, and I sincerely thank you. Right, I have played John Farnham's with the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra. If you go to my channel and you go to the list, there's 2 videos list, right? There's one that's got about 30 songs on it, but the main one has got about 40 odd songs. It is in there, all right? But I welcome any and all input on how I can improve this channel. If I'm talking too much, or you just want to listen to music, or you like my little rants about what I used to do and how I used to do it, because I've been there and done that, so I can help people, right? This goes 2 ways. I was saved, right? I was in a coma and I was saved. And yes, I'm falling apart. I've got Parkinson's, they believe. And I had 15 concussions in 1 year. So it's all on my medical file, so I don't bullshit. This is just the way it is. And I am the way I am. But if you want to see different things from me, just let me know. But don't be a goose about it. Just let me know. Constructive criticism gets you far, far better than just slagging me off. Right? I won't even reply to you if you slag me off. I'll just take your name down, get your details. No, I won't do that. I promise you. But yeah, I just love you all, and I wish you a Merry Christmas if I don't hear from you or you don't see me because you're busy in the next few weeks, whichever one will be. It's the kids' last week of school, I believe, or was it next week? Could be next week. I'm just trying to think, because it's different for high schoolers and preschool. So I think preschool is the end of the next week. But anyway, thank you very much for listening to my channel. Thank you for listening to me dribble on. Please leave me a message. Please subscribe. I love you all. I hope you like the song Soldier of Fortune. It is a beautiful ballad, and it was sung 50 odd years ago. So there we go. Okay. Peace out, people. I love you so much. And you know what it is. Look into the ring. We're all there, brothers, sisters. You know. Merry Christmas if I don't see you or hear from you. Otherwise, I will still be replying and I will still upload until I make an impact. And I hope you join me in this impact. All right? Ta-da. I love you so much. Write these things down.